Two boys in yeshiva, two brothers, the sons of Yossi Green, the composer. Yossi Green lives in Seagate, and came to visit when his son had made a siyum. He surprised his son when his son made a siyum in Aharon. And Yossi Green was saying about how special it is, the Syrian community, because after the flood that happened in Seagate, where everything he had, Yossi Green, was destroyed. He also sells pharmaceuticals. He has different recordings. I don't know what he has there in his house in Seagate, but when there was a flood, everything was destroyed. And when imagine a person who had everything he has overnight ends up with nothing, and then he gets a knock on his door. Two Syrians, they come by and they said that each shul was taking on different houses in Seagate to fix them up again. And he says, like, the guy doesn't even know. He says, like, what do you mean? You want to fix my house, but I don't have the money right now to fix a house. He said, no, we're going to pay for it. So he says, that's what a Syrian community is. He says, the guy doesn't know me. He's coming and paying me to fix my house, put me back on my feet after I lost everything that I have. That's what it means to be part of the Jewish people. Yesterday was the yahrzeit of Aharon Kohen, Rosh Chodesh Av. And it's not for no reason that it's like that. It's the only yahrzeit that's mentioned in the Torah, the yahrzeit of Aharon Kohen, Rosh Chodesh Av. What's so important about that day to be the yahrzeit of Aharon Kohen? You know, there's an interesting Baal Haturim that says something interesting about Aharon. He says that when we think about the story about Batya coming down to the Nile and seeing a baby crying in the basket, we think that that baby was Moshe Rabbeinu. Moshe wasn't the one who was crying. She was hearing Aharon, the brother of Moshe, crying. You know, it's very funny to say that she was shocked to see that there was a Jewish boy in the basket, and because of that, she was sensitive to that. Every single day, her father Paro would have 150 Jewish babies killed in the morning and 150 Jewish babies killed at night in order to bathe the jacuzzi in their blood for his leprosy. And why would it make such a big difference if there was another Jewish boy in the river? Why did that mean anything to her? But what meant to her, what touched her heart, was that there was a Jewish child that was crying for his brother. When she saw that somebody cares, she said, I want to be part of a nation. Aharon was on the sidelines, while Moshe was in the basket. Nar Boche is Gematria Aharon Kohen. That's what the Baal Haturim says to us. And we saw that a Jewish child could cry for his brother. She says, I want to be part of this team. I want to be part of this nation. It's not for nothing that Aharon merited to be having the choshen on his heart, because he knew how to care, he knew how to be happy for Moshe Rabbeinu to take his own job. He knew how to feel outside of himself, and he wasn't focused just on his own space. And that's what gives us energy. They say that the Jewish people, they're successful in business because when one Jew becomes a millionaire, 60 Jews become a millionaire. When they work together, when they feel each other, that gives them it's not just that they have networking, it's that they have feeling like somebody cares for them, and that's what gives a person motivation. Sometimes we feel like when we wake up, we say, hey, my life is not working the way I want it to work. I'm not getting to the success that I want to get to. But remember that you're part of a nation that cares, and you're part of a team. When you think of yourself as part of a team, it gives you the power to move forward, to make the most out of who you could be. One of the worst things was said lately in Israeli politics by one of the religious party members, saying that the pain of the soldiers is not the pain of the yeshiva boys. And you have to worry about your own issues, and we have to worry about our issues. And that's a horrible thing to say. Totally not in line with the Jewish values. Because the Jewish value is that Achenu Kol Beit Yisrael, we're part of a team. And even if I don't think like the other person, I can still pray for that person. It says that somebody who prays for his friend is answered first. You know why? Because when you pray for your friend, you feel like you're part of a team, and your own prayers become stronger. If you want that the boys should learn better, we have to feel the pain of the soldiers. If you want to be able to fight better for Am Yisrael, you have to feel that you are helping the yeshiva boys to learn. Like it says in the Pasuk, David HaMelech, they just think that he's just a warrior. But he says, Omdot hayu raglenu b'sharach Yerushalayim. He says, you know why we're standing at war? It's for the Sha'arei Yerushalayim, for the ones who are sitting in the Bet Midrash. We're fighting for the Torah because that's the nitzchiyut of Am Yisrael. And when Batya noticed that there's a baby, that a brother of this baby is crying for the baby, she said, "Miyadeh evrim zeh." She says, "Oh, now I know this child's a Jewish child because somebody's crying for him." That's our approach. Hashem wants us to pray. He wants us to cry for each other. When the story happened with the prophet Yirmiyahu and Hashem was telling Yirmiyahu about the destruction, he said, I know that you don't know how to cry. Go get Abraham, Yitzhak, Yaakov to cry. And Hashem says, you know what? They don't know how to cry either. So Hashem says, I want you to bring Rachel. Rachel knows how to cry for somebody else. She knows how to feel somebody else's pain. She knows how to feel her sister's pain. I want her to cry. Mini kolech mi bechi ve'enayich mi dima. Hashem says, now that you cry for each other, this is the nation, this is the people that I want to redeem. This is the people that I want back in my land.